Hey Sean, is there an easy way to keep family members from making changes on our computer?
Oh yeah, that's a fun one. Let me show you how to do that.
Just do something. Doing nothing is no longer an option.
All right, so if you're a Mac family, not a Windows family, this guide is for you. So you want to prevent people from making changes to your computer, installing software to your computer, but even more than that, the the way that you log in and the user level permissions that you're using on your computer day in and day out, that is the context of your user's permissions, right? And so if you open Chrome and your user has administrator privileges, Chrome and everything you do in Chrome or Safari, they're going to have administrator rights. And so if you click on malicious software, malware, and you somehow launch that without, all the warnings and things that you'll get, that software, that malware is going to run in the context of your user. Now, Mac is a little better at security, and it doesn't just allow things to happen without asking you, do you want to do this? Are you sure? Kind of thing. And so there's some prevention there. However, nothing is foolproof. Nothing is 100% 100% unhackable. So there are always adversaries out there trying to make things better for themselves and difficult for us. And so you may want to just have a limited user day in and day out, so that way you're not running in the context of admin as you're doing your day to day. And there's really no reason to. There's really no reason to be a full admin just to browse your social media accounts, just to do your banking. The only time you really need admin is to update your software, update your operating system, install software, things like that. And we don't do that every single day. Some, maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, whatever. But there's just no real reason to run as admin. And so we created this guide to help you create a limited user account. And once you create that limited user account, that should be either what you're letting the kids use, or you yourself, just everybody, use that limited account day in and day out. And so we're going to walk you through the steps of creating a new user account on macOS with limited privileges. Before we proceed any further, I would like you to be aware, if you're not comfortable making these changes, these are going to be administrator level changes. If you're just not comfortable using the guide, using the video walkthrough, please seek some professional help to make these changes. ArkCybr does offer this as part of our Pay It Forward free service. And so if you want to book time with us, these are the changes that we are trained and we're experts to make these changes for you. If you're just concerned about doing this, this could cause, if you don't know what you're doing, you could cause harm to your computer. It could be, irreparable damage done to your computer, and we don't want you to do that. So if you're unsure and you're not, familiar enough, please don't go any further. Please seek the help of a pro and let them do these changes for you. Show them the guide, show them the video walkthrough, show them these things, because you want to get this done, you want to get it done right. So before you begin, make sure you have the either administrator privileges on your Mac already, or you at least know the administrator password if you already have your admin account set up, and know the desired username and password of the user that you're going to create. For our demonstration and for this guide, we're going to just create a user called limited user. So step one, open system preferences. Now, you may not see system preferences as you move up to the Apple. You may actually see system settings. So once you click on that, it's going to take you basically to the same place. You're going to see the system preferences, system settings window, and at that point, you're going to be looking for the users and groups. So down here, you're going to scroll down a little bit and find the users and groups option in the left column. And once you click that, it's going to take you to the users and groups, and it's going to give you a few options. On older software, you may just see a plus button, but you may actually just see the words add user. Either one will get the same thing. We're going to go ahead and hit add user, and this, because we're not running in the context of admin, this wants to know what the admin password is, and we're going to unlock it. It's now going to ask me, what type of user do I want to create? Do I want to create a standard user, a sharing only, or an administrator? And we're just creating a standard user. We want somebody that can use the computer but not make changes to this thing. And so for the full name, we know we're calling ours limited user. and the account name. As soon as we click into the account name field, you're going to see it put limited user all together. Usernames have to, you can't use special characters or things like that for the username, for the account name, and so it just created the full account name limited user, which we're fine with. As long as yours, Johnny's Mac, Jane's Mac, whatever, it will have to be all one word together. And so now it's asking for a password, and so just for the demonstration purposes, our password is going to be change me. It's going to ask me to verify, change me. You may want to put a password hint in there. Don't obviously put your password in the password hint. I'm just doing it for demonstration purposes. Once you do that, make sure you do set a strong password. If you don't have a password manager, I recommend IronVest. There's quite a lot out there. You want a really good password manager that will auto-generate at least 13 character passwords. Make sure everything looks good, standard, limited. Your password is set, and go ahead and hit create user. Your Mac will then go ahead and do that, and just like that, you now have a limited user account that can't make changes. So just as I tried to make a change, you notice it prompted me to put in the administrator password. So when you run as that limited user, whatever you're going to call that limited user, they're going to have to know or have the administrator password to make those changes. So congratulations, you have successfully created that limited user account on your Mac. This user is going to have restricted access to specific features and applications, enhancing the security and control on your system, also reducing a significant amount of risk. You can create multiple limited user accounts, so if you don't want everybody using the same limited account, if everybody wants their own, you can do that. Used to be a time where everybody wanted their own login because everybody had their own folder structure, file structure, and if you have a lot of people in your home and you want to do that so that way everybody has their own separate space, you can create as many limited user accounts as you want. Consider also, if you haven't followed our guide for simply creating a safer internet experience by using one of the free DNS service providers, consider enabling that. Also, if you have some kind of parental control software like Bark or Circle or mGuardian, any of those things, consider enabling those parental controls. Remember to educate your new users about their account limitations and what responsible computer use looks like. Sharing your administrator password with another user is not recommended because it will grant full access to your system. So consider alternate solutions like parental control apps, things like that. But following these steps and keeping the additional notes in mind, you can easily continue to create limited user accounts on your Mac and improve the security and control for various scenarios. We hope you enjoyed the guide. We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please share the guides and these videos with other family, friends, other people that you think would benefit from these, to just a way to restrict their computers to prevent unauthorized use and unauthorized changes. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.